Hi everyone, today we are going to write a program to generate the sum of the first 10 numbers. So for this we are going to use a for loop, and the way to write a for loop in Python is for x in range, and you have to specify how many times you want a loop to be executed. So since we are generating a sum of the first 10 numbers, we want this loop to start at 1 and end at 10. So here we have to give it 11 because it stops at 1 less than the final range that we are specifying. And then now if I print an x here, the first time when this loop gets executed, it is going to print 1. The second time it gets executed, it is going to print 2, and so on. Let's run this program and see what happens here. So as you can see, it is printing number 1 to 10. So now we don't have to display this number. What we have to do is we have to add them. So every time the loop gets executed, we have a new value for x. So we just need to keep adding it to the sum. So for that, we are going to use a variable here. I call it as a sum and initialize it to the value of 0. So what's happening is that at first time, my sum is going to be 0. And here, when I get the first value of x, which is 1, I am going to add the sum to that x. So here, when the first time the loops get executed, x is going to have a value of 1. I'm going to add x, which is 1, to the sum that we had in the past on the previously. So it is going to be 0 plus 1. Now this is going to be our new sum. So don't get confused here. What is happening is here is you have a previous value of sum. You are adding x to that, and now you are making your sum updated to this addition of the previous sum and the x. You have to just repeat this 10 times. So first time when the x is 1, sum is 0, you have 0 plus 1, and that becomes your new sum. So the sum becomes 1. Next time when the loops get executed, the x is going to be 2. Your previous sum was 1, so it is 1 plus 2, which is 3. Now the sum becomes 3. So what is happening here is that when the first time you run this loop, x is having a value of 1, sum is equal to 0. So you add 0 plus 1 here, which is going to be 1, and then that becomes your new sum. So your sum becomes, instead of 0, it becomes 1. Next time when you run this loop again, x is having a value of 2. So you add sum, which was 1, 1 plus 2, which is 3. Now 3 becomes your sum. Third time you come again, at that time the x is equal to 3. Your sum was 3, you add 3 to that, so it becomes 6. So your sum becomes 6. So what is happening is every time you run this loop, you are adding the next number to the existing sum. So you do 1 plus 2, which is 3, 3 plus 3, which is 6, 6 plus 4, which is 10, and you keep on doing it till you reach the last number. Now to display our output, we have to put a print statement, and I say print, and we have to use a format because I'm going to display the value of a variable. So I do a format and put a quote, and the sum of first 10 number is, and then here I can put a colon and then opening and the closing curly bracket and put the sum here. So what is happening is that whatever sum was calculated at the end of this loop, that is going to be replaced by the value here. So let's run this program and see what happens. You see that the sum of the first 10 numbers is 55. Now if I want to add the sum of the first 5 numbers, I'm going to change this to 6, and here I'm going to say the sum of the first 5 numbers, and then I run this program. You are seeing this, it is 50. I can also run this and extend this to display the sum of first 100 numbers. Here replace this by 100. The sum of the first 100 numbers is 5050. So that's all you need to do to find the sum of the first 10 numbers, 5 numbers, or first 100 numbers. You can also change this to any other number and you will get the sum. So let's look at the program and see what we are doing. Initially we are initializing the sum to 0. And next, when every time this loops gets executed, we have a new value of x. We are adding that to the previous value of sum and then make as the new sum. We keep on doing this till we come to the end of the loop. And finally, we are displaying the sum here. And here what we are doing is we are using a format, and putting the variable in a parenthesis here. So what is going to happen when it encounters this, it is going to replace this variable with the actual value. So the sum that we have calculated using the previous loop here, the value of that sum is going to be displayed. So that is the end of this program. If you have any question, put it in the comment section. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.